Now that we know how to put our clarinet together the right way, we're going to learn how to hold our clarinet in proper playing position, and we'll also learn something called the home keys. That means we're going to learn how to place our fingers on the correct keys of the clarinet. Let's start with our hand position. When we play the clarinet, we have to have our hands in a sort of C shape. And I also call this our Lego hands because your hands kind of look like you're a Lego person. We're going to take our left hand and place it in front of our chest, and our right hand is going to go below. So we have our left hand on top and right hand on the bottom. If you've ever played recorder in music class, it's the same as playing recorder. Your left hand is on top, your right hand is on the bottom. Let's pick up our clarinet and look at the back of the clarinet. We have our reed lined up with our long thin key, lined up with our thumb rest. The thumb rest goes on your right hand. Remember, our right hand is in this C shape like a Lego person. The thumb rest goes right on top of your right thumb, and your right thumb provides most of the support for the weight of the clarinet while you're playing. Our left hand C shape, our left Lego hand, is going to go on the upper section of the clarinet. And your left hand kind of balances your clarinet into your mouth like this. The angle of the clarinet coming out of your mouth should be at about a 45-degree angle down towards the floor. So we don't want the clarinet to be pointed too high in the air like this, or too close to our body like this. The clarinet should be held at about a 45-degree angle like this. Now that we know our correct hand position for the clarinet, and we know that our left hand is on top, our right hand is on the bottom, supporting at the thumb rest, we have to learn something called our home keys. Home keys means that every finger on both hands has a very specific key or button on the clarinet that it belongs to. Each finger should stay very close to its home key at all times. Let's learn our home keys starting with our left hand. That's the hand that's on the top section of the clarinet. Our left hand thumb is in charge of the hole on the back of the clarinet. It's the only hole on the back of your clarinet. That's for your left hand thumb. Moving to the front of the clarinet, your left hand index finger goes on the first hole. We skip this metal key, and our second finger goes on the next hole. We skip this little sliver key, and our third finger goes on the next hole. So for our left hand, we have thumb on the back hole, and on the three holes on front, we go 1, 2, 3. Now let's learn our right hand, which is the hand that's on the bottom section of the clarinet. Of course, we already know that our right hand thumb is supporting the thumb rest. And our right hand fingers are pretty easy. There are three holes, and we go first finger, second finger, third finger on the three holes of the bottom section of the clarinet. Our pinky on our right hand is in charge of these four buttons here. And our pinky of our left hand is in charge of these buttons here. Most of the time when we play our clarinet, we'll be sitting down in a chair. And you might remember from one of our earlier lessons, we talked about how important it is to sit with proper posture. And that means when you're seated and playing your instrument, you don't want your shoulders to be hunched down, and you don't want to be leaning back against your chair. You want to be sitting up tall with your back straight as if you're having your school picture taken. A good way to get yourself in the proper sitting position is to simply stand in front of your chair with good posture and then slowly lower yourself and have a seat on the chair. You want to stay in that position as if you could get right back up again without any effort at all. So let's review the things we learned today for proper playing position on the clarinet. Both of our hands should be in a C shape like the hands of a Lego person. Our left hand is on the upper section of the clarinet, and our right hand is on the lower section of the clarinet. Most of the weight of the clarinet is being supported by your right hand thumb underneath the thumb rest of the clarinet. We learned how to place our fingers on their home keys: thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and then first finger, second finger, third finger. Place the clarinet mouthpiece in your mouth, and you want the clarinet to be at about a 45-degree angle. The final step is to sit tall with proper posture, and you have the perfect clarinet playing position.